Top 3 reasons for divorce. Hi, I'm Bill Farias, founder of Farias Family Law. And this is not based on any formal study, but it's based on my decade-plus experience in listening to people as to why their marriages broke down. And so I've given it some thought and I've come up with the top 3 reasons for breakdowns of marriages, according to my experience. So number 1 is drifting apart. And this happens when people just stop investing in their relationship, right? And like anything else, if there isn't investment, then there will be atrophy, right? If you don't take care of your body, you will suffer physically. If you don't take care of your finances, then your finances will suffer. The same thing applies to your relationship. If you do not regularly invest in your relationship, in your connection with the other person, then the marriage will gradually break down, right? No matter how strong the bond was initially, if you just kind of let it sit and you're not doing things regularly to invest in that relationship, to improve your connection, then it will go south. And unfortunately, this is the most common reason that people get divorced. It's not because they wronged each other. It's not because they dislike each other. Especially in these longer term marriages, it usually happens because people just drifted apart, right? They stopped investing in each other. The interest dwindled and it just got worse from there. Number 2, breach of trust. So this is also a very common one, and the most common breach of trust is infidelity. It happens more than many people think. The emotional connection is not there, and one of the parties goes out, seeks emotional connection elsewhere, it turns physical, you have infidelity, and then at that point, in many cases, it's just not fixable and people have to get divorced. But it doesn't have to be infidelity. There are other types of a breach of trust. For example, someone might have a habit that they're hiding. And so naturally, when the other spouse finds out, they feel like they can't trust their spouse anymore. So anytime there is sort of misrepresentation, or you can call it lying, there is the potential for breach of trust. And once that trust is breached, unless the parties commit to doing work to repair it, it can be very difficult and in some cases impossible. So breach of trust is number 2. Number 3 is financial issues. So what happens here is that people are just not on the same page financially. Sometimes one spouse is the earner, the other doesn't earn as much, but spends a lot. Sometimes that spending is a habit, a form of addiction. It can't be reined under control, and that hurts the relationship. Sometimes it's lying about the finances, and this also connects to breach of trust, but people aren't honest about their finances. Sometimes it's one person feeling like they're carrying all the weight. So those are just a few examples of how financial issues can negatively impact the marriage. So in my experience, those have been the top 3 issues. Number 1, drifting apart. Number 2, breach of trust. And number 3, financial issues. If you have any questions about divorce or family law in general, feel free to contact us at 508-675-0464. You can email us at info@fariasfamilylaw.com. If you found this video helpful, you can subscribe to our channel and share it with anyone you think might benefit from it. And you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Farias Family Law. Thank you. Have a good day.